I think that we're actually in hell or on our way to hell, that there were good intentions at some point that were put in place, to whether it went awry or not. And there's times where Rano, he'll have done something or changed a piece of my technology. He's the keeper of tech in our relationship. And
I have permission to do that.
He has permission to do it, but I may not know he did it. And then all of a sudden something's over here where it should have been over here. And it was all for the better, but I get really frustrated and I'm like, oh, my thing, or what happened, right? And then I'm remembering, oh, he's doing this to optimize how I do things and to support me in having more ease in my life.
And she asked me to do them.
And I asked him to do it. Yeah. Maybe that wasn't the best.
Just to be clear. No, it's a perfect example, because I may not know, like you're like, hey, could you do this? And then 3 weeks later, I finally get around to doing it. Right. And then you're not expecting it. And then you go into something and you're like, ah, crap. And it's easy to not assume the best in that situation. Like, of course, like my buddy's trying to help me out, and so go on.
Yeah. And it also illustrates like how quickly we can jump to, why did somebody do this to me? Right? Or why was somebody messing with my thing? Or what's that book? Who moved my cheese? Or something like, right? And ultimately, I think for the most part, from what I really understand about humanity, is really people have the best intentions when they create things. And then sometimes the world changes and the things that they created are the dumbest thing and not supportive at all. But we really, I believe, are good in our nature. And if we can remember that, both even about yourself, about your beloved, about your community of beloveds, and certainly about humanity, especially these days, and really trust that everybody's doing the best they can with the information they have at the given time, that they're doing the thing that they're, that's either good for you or feeling not so good for you. And so this one's a really potent one. It's almost like, if we can just do this all the time, assume the best, we probably wouldn't even need some of these other principles.
Yeah, beautiful. Mm-hmm. I think the only thing that I would add to this, for me, assuming the best is a practice of, it's just a practice, because it's so easy to get into crunchiness or restriction or story. And especially if it's a particular person or a particular group of people have done something a few times in a row, and then I have a particular upbringing, and then I see it a certain way, and then I keep compounding the story, and then all of a sudden, well, this must be true because this has happened multiple times, and they're not even aware of it, and they're not going to change because they're this, that, or the other thing. It's just a quick way to get into just all around for everybody, and nobody gets to win. I don't win, they don't win, because I'm doing the opposite of assuming the best. And so you mentioned this, Tracy, like, it's not about being perfect, and it's not about when someone just does something horrible, like, or perceivedly horrible, to just be like, oh well, they must have been doing a good job. It's not just like blanket that, but it is about being more curious, going a step deeper, having a bit of humility, having be like, wow, I wonder what was going on for them that they felt that this was okay. They must be in tremendous pain. That's an ability, that's a way of assuming the best versus just blanket condemning a person or a feeling or a thought or something that's happening.